In the modern world, if we have a problem, any problem, we go to one place for solutions. Have any guesses what that place is? Yes, it's the internet. And the internet was the wise man we turned to when we went on a trip to Abdullah. We are keen on speaker, parents, and friends. It was a typical morning, but I woke up with excitement knowing something great was about to happen that day. But I forgot what it was. While I sat there pondering this mystery for a few seconds, my mother came in and shouted, "Abdullah, get up, we have to go on a trip today." This is when my brain went click and I remembered that we had to go on a trip today to see my grandmother's friend. I jumped out of bed and got ready. The vehicle was waiting outside, so we got in and we started going to our destination. We reached Abdullah town. My mother said, "This place has changed a lot since I last came here. It was only 10 years ago." And then she turned to the driver and said, "There is a building a little further down the road and you have to turn near that building." So we started reaching our destination. At least that was what we hoped for. We passed houses, shops, and even largely abandoned fields. But the building that was to be a landmark didn't seem to exist. However, there was a structure that seemed to coincide with my mom's vision, so we turned and progressed. And then we saw a board that said that there was a lake nearby. And then my mother remembered, yes, there was a lake just a few kilometers away from our destination. There were a few roads leading from the lake. At this point, our instinct suggested using Google Maps. There was just one problem. It was that Google Maps decided to stop working at the worst possible moment ever. Instead of roads and coordinates, all I got was a blank white square, which is about as useful as carrying around a blank map with no instructions. So with no choice left, we decided to go on each road until we got to our destination. When we went on the first road, it was all beautiful and full of trees and many things that I hadn't seen in person before, such as weaverbird nests. But as alluring as it was, the fear and complexity of our doubts even deepened. And when we went further from all this beauty, we saw something very familiar. It was the same lake again. And we had to go through this 4 more times. But when we went on the 6th road, there was something that made the road a little bit more scarier. It was a strange fence. Strange because it was so short. At first you laughed that anyone could just jump over the fence. But then we saw something that made our smiles vanish. There was a big board which said in bold red letters that this was an electric fence. The thought of the vehicle hitting the fence sent shivers down my spine. And also the driver chose this moment to express his concern. "Madam, we might run out of fuel." We were very worried. But then a person on a bike came near us and he said that he knew a lot about this area. He also said that we had made a wrong turn at the beginning of a junction. So with the help of this man, we got onto the right track and we reached our destination quickly. Dear friends, a local man turned out to be more helpful and useful than Google Maps. We relied on the internet alone and almost got lost because of that. There is no telling when a piece of technology will fail us. So next time, instead of relying on the internet alone, have a backup. Thank you.